Hello, everybody. It's time for some more work on emotes. So let's get to the stream while I try to remember exactly what I was going to be working on next on this. I can see I've already got the first layer down. And I especially have it on the back of the hair, like on the hair in the back as well. So I think next we get on the I bring out the second hair shade, which I mean I mentioned I said I'd make it in the last stream, and yeah, pretty much made just an easy color palette for me to use, and just it has all the important color info and then like shades and stuff. Just something to make it easier on myself. Now I will want to have a little sub view here just so I can get an idea of like general shapes for some of the stuff. So, okay. Let's make a new layer. Get out the pen. And get started here. Alright. So I'm gonna want it to start here. We're a bit short of there. And then just have it go into there. That looks good. Okay. Now to see if the... Okay, that actually works. Although granted, I don't want it everywhere. So I'll need to figure out exactly how I want... I just need to remember how I... Okay. So if I go from here and cross it like that, that should be enough. It is. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, they are about the same color, so, Okay, might need to make a little adjustment. Refer to editing layer only. Okay. So, yeah, here we go, need to get this color. I honestly thought I'd actually still be able to, like, see the outline once I got this down, but... Well, I mean, that's news to me with how this works. Alright. less news to me and more I was fairly certain that you could actually see it before. Okay, I'm gonna need to touch up the edges after this. Okay, that works. Well, I mean, it's an easy thing to deal with, so it's not that bad. Okay, yeah, that's part. Okay. That's on the lower level, so I can at least... I can work with it there. Okay. Alright, so let's focus on this part then. Almost forgot to change layers. Alright. Okay. For a second there, I was wondering, like, wait, did I remember to, like, unmute myself? Because, like, I pretty much mute my mic when I'm in the process of starting the stream and getting all of that ready. I just couldn't remember if I finished that up or not. Okay, so it's definitely going to continue down here, I know that much. Okay. Alright. Now, back to this, and now I need to get it down here. So as long as I kind of stay like this, I can, again, I can touch up wherever I need afterwards. So for now, let's just do that. Oh, yeah, can't forget this part up here. And you know what, I honestly don't really need to touch up like here too much because you can't really tell when you're this far out. Okay, so I still have, well, yeah, it makes sense I still have this on the front layer. Okay. So yeah, looks like the... So first of all, I'll make this part. Cover that section up. And here it pretty much says that they're like they cover up about the same here and then start to diverge. just get in line over here. Okay. Alright, and just clean up a few straight pixels. Which by themselves aren't that bad, but they do kind of like mark out just kind of the outline they make is a bit of an issue. All right. Oh. Yeah, okay. Grab that color. This, move to this layer. And that'll work. But that'll work more on the proper layer for it. Okay. No, wrong tool. There we go. Okay. The outline works, and now to work on this part. Wrong tool again. And wrong layer to use the tool on. All right. Okay. Just fill this in so that when I paint over the rest of it, it won't, like, so the border won't disappear, or more so the outline. Okay. 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 And now I got that. I can go in here and finish this up. As long as I don't cover up the outline, it'll be good. Okay, And I have a feeling I might have... Yep, thought so. Went outside the lines a bit there. Alright. Okay. Let's see if I can... I kind of want to make this come to a bit more of a point. And just kind of carve away at it a bit. Actually, that works pretty good. Okay. Okay, now it's the other side. Thankfully, when it comes back here, I just have to... I also have to cover the whole thing, because, like, the hand's really covering up any place where it would have been a, like, difference in the shade, so... Okay. Okay. So this one again starts a bit lower. I need to move my reference up a bit. Okay, yeah, so starts a bit lower. And it doesn't go out as far. But then very quickly it just pretty much merges with the lighter shade. Like so. And that's it. So now if I refer to all layers, yeah, it does fit in. Again, I'll be going over these parts with the darker color for the outline. All right. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll also fill in that portion back there. No reason not to, I guess. And I am on the, yep, on the right layer. All right. Oh, yeah, that's on the lower layer too, so I'll get it then. Okay, might as well start like this. Okay, scroll down a bit. All right, looking good. But, okay. Now it's time to swap gears again. I think I'm gonna want, not that layer. didn't even put a... Okay. Oh. Okay, and actually... Alright, so my issue wasn't that... Oh, there's no shading there. Like, no difference in the shadings. I didn't get to it last time. Okay. Alright. Well, time to rectify that. Okay. So I might as well go over here. No. Okay, first disable this layer. Let's go into this layer and actually put some in here. Yeah, that. Okay, yeah, that is the right color. And alright, so now I guess I could kind of go like maybe this. I mean, again, most of this is going to get covered up by the fist, but I'd still like to actually have it. Yeah, and I'm just gonna fill this in by hand. Cause remember the filter, like the magic wand had a, damn it. It was really annoying. Well, yeah, the magic wand was really annoying when trying to fill in, well, when trying to recognize like this color as like something separate from like the actual, like the main red hair color. So I'll just fill this in by hand. And I can go back in here and just fill this part in. And no one will know. And then also just... Oh, no, wait, yeah, that's on this layer. Let's get rid of that a little bit. And okay. Okay, so now I can... Oh, okay. I'll get the outline updated. All right. And then also this bit here. Okay, I think I'll need to add to this layer and cover it up here. All right. we have that done. It's time to get this part done. Okay. Let's give myself at least a bit of a bigger brush. 17's good, yeah. Okay. Oh, and I can do. I think it was. No, it was this one. Okay. I can do that. Okay, no, because it's kind of poking into this one. So maybe if I cover that up first. Okay, better. All right. Swap back over here. Oh, hello, Adiomi. I'm glad you decided to drop by. Right now, I'm working on some emotes. So, how's your day been so far? Swap players again. I mean, I'm doing well. Okay, I'm gonna need a smaller brush size to deal with this a little bit here. Okay, there we go. That works. Now let's get the other side. But yeah, I'm doing well. Just okay. The stream's going well. No. Okay, I mean, what I'm about to say might be a bit rude, so I apologize in advance for that. But I'm hoping you're not just, like, trying to shill something that would help me stream better. Like, again, that might not be what you're doing. You might just be genuinely interested, and if you are, thank you for that. But again, I've had quite a few chatters come in and just start talking exactly like that, and then it just turns out, oh, they just want to try and sell me something. I hope that's not what you're doing, but it happens a lot. So again, apologies about that. Oh, well, actually, I'm gonna need to. Yeah, that one. Need to get that done. Okay, I'm looking at this. Having this part kind of border here, it's feels a bit awkward. You know, let's try something. Let's just try and clear a little all the way here. Something like that. And then I could just have it like that. Okay, I think that honestly looks better. Because now it's like you can actually see. Now the outline doesn't blend in with the back here, so you can actually see there is a distinct separation. And granted, from a far distance it wouldn't really matter much, but I like to be specific in these things. Okay, now I need to... Okay, it doesn't matter too much. Alright, now I need to make a little divot in here. Something kind of like that. Although I might want to... Oh. Okay. Grab that bit. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mark this, like, cover over this little line here. Alright. Okay, so we got that. Now to figure out how exactly I want to kind of make it fade out. That's too strong. Okay, I might want to shrink this down a bit. Maybe my issue is I need to actually kind of go a bit deeper in with it. Actually, yeah, doesn't look half bad. So, definitely like for it to be not as clear there, so... Okay, almost. I think I kind of brought out a bit too much, so maybe again, just like shrink it a bit more. Smooth that out a bit. Oh. Man. Brush density changes the opacity of the pattern. Let's just try messing with this a bit. Oh, no, I want to redo some of those. There we go. Okay, so at 50. Okay, this actually works a lot better for what I'm trying to do with this eraser. We can erase the sharp edges here. Okay, that gets me something close to it. Remember, I can't just use the little arrow buttons here. Okay. Maybe if I try blending here a bit. Oh, actually, yeah, that kind of works well. And of course, it's not something you notice from far away, but I do think that actually worked pretty well. All right. Okay, so next one. Oh, hello, Varen. Thank you for the raid. Let me just give you a little shout out here before I introduce myself. Hello Raiders, my name is Cyrus Afif, Afif of 6,000 years. I tend to play RPGs and I also do a bit of art, as you can see like right now. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream over at Varen's with, it was Zenless Zone Zero, correct? Yep. Well, I'm glad you decided to raid into me when you finished your stream, Varen. And yeah, I probably already said this, but I hope you had a nice time streaming. Okay. The art's going well. Right now I'm getting to some of the finer touches on my hair. So this part can be a bit interesting to work with. Okay. I give myself a bit of extra color here. That way. Okay, let's give myself a size like this. I can erase over it to give a kind of softer edge. Oh, I always use this overlay for art because, like, I try to use my other overlay for it, but the ratios for, like, capturing the, like, Clip Studio Paint, like, application window don't match up with, like, the aspect ratio for any of my games and stuff, so I just, like, figured out the ratio for this and made a just different overlay. Okay. Now for this. Oh yeah. Alright. So we got this. Then I want to try and blend this edge here. And I think that worked pretty well. Again, it's not a detail you'll notice when you look at this from afar, but it's something I like messing with. And alright, so now again, might want a smaller brush size for this. Want to add on a bit extra here. And I can then make it in, go over like this. I want to make sure that little edge doesn't show up. Then just try and blend on here. Yeah, I still really need to figure out how exactly that the blending work. And like actually have it look really nice. And honestly, part of that might just literally be the settings on like my blend tool that I need to work with, but I'll figure it out eventually. Okay, so now over to this side. It's like I can show you, if I just try and blend like this, it does not. Actually, it does look pretty good. Maybe I've just not been using the blend correctly. Though actually that looks muddy as hell. I'll go back to what I was doing before. Because at least that gives me extra space to like work with and have it not be too weird. So do that. And get rid of the hard edge. And maybe then blend along this edge here. Okay, yeah. That entire process looks a lot better. And so, anyway, Varen, how was Zenless Zone Zero? Might as well mark over this spot. And of course, the usual, if you need to raid and run, like, feel free to do it. Don't hold back on my accounts. You take care of your health first and foremost. Okay, I've definitely been there. Just getting, like, just having to take a stop, like, take a little break before you get to the kind of, until you finish the, like, chapter on and stuff. Just feels like you kind of leave it in the middle, but sometimes you just need to take breaks, so. Alright, add in this. Like that. Let's get the eraser out. Okay. And right there. And then get it like that. Okay, that feels better. Yep. Okay, gotta move my reference. Okay, don't need to worry too much about mixing and blending on this hair down here, but this one over here I think has a bit that I can work with. Okay, so it looks like this little segment here, we got some stuff. Actually, no, it doesn't go out that far. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. Alright, looks good. Alright. Again, just a little bit. Okay. Nope, redo that one. Okay, I just nudge that bit. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, then one last little section down here. Okay. All right. And again, just give it a little bit extra. Not like that. Like that immediately. And that part, yeah, that's good. All right. Okay, so well, here it is almost done. Still have one little section I need to touch up. I have to wonder. It's obviously not that. Did I ever use that? No, let's have this on a new layer here. Need to add this to the palette. Dang, thought I really got all the colors, but I guess I just missed this one. All right. Okay. Looks like I want to add it down here. I'll give it a label later. But okay. So that's almost all of the hair. So I'm gonna do one little thing. Okay. Dip. After all, I'll be like blurring most of that edge. Oh. And I just realized. Should have made it a new layer first. Okay, now I'm free to do all of this. Let's try to make this more of a point. Even if that's a bit pointless since I'm going to be blurring this edge, but oh well. Okay. To do that, and let's see what happens if I blur this. Maybe I need to do more than just the edge. Like, get the edges here. All right. Now let's do it like that. Then blur it even more. Maybe I also need to do it with like the entire thing needs to be a bit blurred. Now I need to actually have it a bit paler. In which case, it honestly might be better to just go with a do like that. And I go in small to like erase the hard edges. Do something like that, and then I can even like just blur this a bit more. That actually looks pretty good, honestly. Okay. Now for the other side. This up. And use a do something like this to really make it fade. Just touch it up by using a smaller size eraser to really get rid of the lines. And then we just blur the entire thing. Okay, yeah, that actually works pretty well. I'll need to keep that in mind, because I might be able to do like a similar way like that. I might be able to use on like blurring these edges. And it actually looks like this might need some help as well. But okay. So the hair is done now. So only thing left is to do the shading on the face. Okay. So let's get started on that. All right. So we start once I get my wires uncrossed. Yeah, 15 is a good size for this. Let's say we start about here, come out, go around like this, and then we meet back up here with this strand of hair. And then a bit like this. Not exactly like that. Like that, that's better. And then we get a bit that goes from here, just like ends like that. And let's see if this can actually, okay, it actually works. It's always a toss-up as to whether it'll actually select what I want it to select or not. And of course, it always tends to leave a weird line around like the edges of it. But that's something that's easily dealt with. Okay. All right. Let's see. Didn't even have any like shading for the chin on the template, so I'll just have to do a bit of that myself. Okay. Go down and like this. So yeah, start the chin. They start the shading for where the chin would be there. So maybe kind of have it go around like that, maybe. But alright, so that's the first shading layer. Now we come over here and we get the second one. And here we have it start a bit higher up. Gets close. Goes a bit further in here, and then goes to effectively meet up with it here, although it goes under earlier, like that. And as for here, it pretty much matches it, except right at the end. Okay, not like that though. for this one, I kind of had the shadow go out a bit, like the shading go out a bit too much. Let's swap to the proper eraser and just trim it a bit. Okay, that's good. And for this one, I say, similar to the others, it's close to the edge. It doesn't fully cover it. Alright, fill that in. And again, little like pixel wide line that the fill bar does not cover. Well, it's not even a bar, it's the fill tool. And honestly, that probably has to do with how it actually like selects the area it's gonna fill in. Okay. So here, again, same as the top. But we're a bit like close to the edge on the bottom. Okay, good enough. I can just trim the edge here. Penny, don't chew on that paper. You want to come up my lap, sweetie, or do you want to just like stay on the floor? Yeah, come on. There you go, Penny. Good girl. Okay. And I can hear you purring. I really feel like I should also put some on here, so I might as well. Just kind of like, it definitely won't be a large one, but just it would feel a bit weird to not have it. It's pretty much my standard for it. Yeah, that's my headphone wire. Don't worry about it, sweetie. Okay. Yeah, once you get far enough away, yeah, the orange doesn't really stick out too much once you get far enough away. Alright, so one last layer of shading. Yeah. Okay, and this last one is right here for the neck. Okay. And again, we cover up this. Right. But this time this shadow is going to be quite a bit shorter than, like, this shading only comes about here. Okay, and the color isn't different enough for the magic wand to actually realize. So I might as well just fill it in myself. Alright. So with that, that's another emote done. We'll save that for now. Well, let's take a look at, like, the templates. Honestly, I'm not too sure of how many more I want to make. Actually, let me check on Twitch. I can see, like, how many at least slots I have left. Because, yeah, the standard emotes are filled up. And I'd say, it says I have 3 open slots for, like, no, Penny, don't chew on that. No. I have 3 more open slots for my standard emotes, although one of them's like kind of a default one that they put in there, so I could pretty much just replace that with another one. And then, yeah, just like 1 slot for tier 2 and 1 slot for tier 3. So I guess 6 more. I could put 6 more in. And of course I have like room for 3 more animated ones. But I don't know how many of those I want to keep doing. I mean, I definitely do want to have more emotes. But I am also feeling like working on something different. Because the emotes are nice, but I do want to do other stuff. Oh, wait. Okay, I just realized I forgot about the dots. Oh, okay, no, yeah, don't want that in that folder. But yeah, I completely forgot about these. So let's do those now. Because it definitely feels like it'll work better if I have these on here, just to really sell the idea of just like, I mean, I'm calling this a processing emote, and that's just kind of my idea of it. Just like, okay, you know, I'm just kind of thinking over what was just said. I haven't like come to a conclusion on how to react yet. I'm still processing that. Yeah, I do feel like the dots actually do add an important layer to it. Just need to figure out. Oh yeah, those are part of the lines. So yeah. We forgot about them, but might as well just, I mean, again, like I said, I do feel like that adds an important part to this. So I want them to be here. No. Okay. So we've got these. And now, oh, okay. Enjoy your food, Varen. So now, if I put this color in there. No. Maybe not. It's a bit too bright. How about... Although that gets a bit too close to, like... Well, actually no, I was gonna say it's... Obviously, it's the same color as my hair, so it feels a bit too close, but the black outline does actually help with that, so... Okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the color like that. Yeah, that looks good. But I know, looking at this, I could easily turn this into a, like, GIF one. Where I just have the... Actually, you know what? I will turn this one into a GIF. Although, in that case... Turn off everything else. I'm going to want to put these on separate layers. Actually, let me start with this one. I mean, I can rearrange the layers later, so it doesn't matter where I start, but... Okay. Now I can turn this into an animated one by just just having them slowly fit. Like just having them cycle like that. Yeah, of course I could have it. Well, I can figure that stuff out later when I'm seeing just like how I want to. Do I want to have it fill up and then disappear? Because yeah, I'll probably have to have a few. Yeah, again, I'll figure that out afterwards. But yeah, no, that'll actually work a lot better as a. Like, I feel like that'll work better as a like GIF. So. I think there was actually another email in here that was similar to that. Oh, well, I mean similar as in like to the idea. Yeah, this one. Except thankfully with this I can just like have the 3 dots appearing instead of like trying to animate that moving. But yeah. Hard to decide, honestly. Okay, let's check out the other template. I mean, like, U7 could actually be kind of fun to just, like, mess around with. I'd be drawing myself, like, from behind, so that'd be an interesting experiment, like, figuring out perspective. Okay, well, before I make the decision, I do need to take a little break, use the restroom and all that. So, it won't take too long to get back. Just, you'll, well, as I said, type, but also just use this as an opportunity to, like, just stand up, stretch, get some water, anything you guys need to do right now. Be back in a bit. Alright, we're back. Okay. You know what? Might as well like try experimenting with something. So let's do U7. Okay. Save this. Okay. Format and let's call it Spruik emote work. All right. First. Okay, that's the walls, the lines for the walls. Okay. Just lock all of these so I like don't mess with them. Okay. So let's get the lines. Actually, I could just, yeah, just don't even need to worry about using any pen or stuff. You can just fill in. All right. Actually, yeah, I was gonna think, oh wait, I should put this on separately, but it's not actually gonna be blocking anything since I'm, like, the view is from behind, so. Alright. And actually, okay, first move that onto there. Put that there, and then. Okay. Name to body. Alright. Let's get the skin color. Then back to here. Yep, that. And then do it with a hand. Oh yeah, that one finger just didn't even think about it, but yeah, that one finger is just kind of like left on its own. Okay, and there are small little spaces where, oh, there's like a small little space. There might be more. But it doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright. Now this is going to be an interesting one. Because I don't really have a super detailed reference for the back of my head. I do have a reference there, but it's not as detailed as like my PNGTuber picture that I'm using. So I'll probably be making up like the shading and stuff. I'll be figuring out on the fly with this, which again, I mean, it's good practice. Yeah. Okay, and with how close this is, I'm probably not going to be having my little Nahoge popping out. At least you won't really be able to see it. So that's going to be interesting. Okay. And just making 2 folders preemptively. Just to make it like simpler. And might as well give both of them a layer. But alright. So looking at it from the side, I probably see like a bit of hair. Yeah, a lock of hair coming down, going like that. Okay, should have it kind of like. Okay, now I kind of want to go out a bit farther. Okay, that works. Okay, and dealing with the ear here. Oh yeah, no, I definitely have my hair mostly like tucked behind my ear. Well, I can probably get around it by having a. It's like putting a little layer here, like in the body folder, to just kind of make it so I'm not covering the ear. That'll probably be the best way to handle it. Yeah, so then we have it kind of again, I can have the others. I can mess around with this later to tidy it up. Right now, this part is more just getting a good outline. And this is definitely one where I'm having to think more about how exactly the hair is going to flow, because like reference I'm using, it shows like a front shot, a behind shot, and a side shot, but I'm not exactly like perfectly at my side with like this one. So it's a bit more difficult. And actually, I should go to kind of have more like maybe more like this. Yeah, actually I like that better. All right. Okay. Figure out how I should have this. Like, it's gonna kind of curve out this way. Oh, welcome back, Baron. Right now I'm trying to figure out how exactly to draw the back of my head. Or more specifically, how the hair sits on the back of my head and how it falls down. Not exactly the easiest thing to figure out. Yeah, you definitely don't normally see it. And the like reference sheet for Cyrus that I'm using doesn't exactly have a shot at this specific angle, so I'm having to just piece it together. But yeah, so we kind of start here. Going out like that a bit. Then goes up here. Oh. Okay, so that was a bit annoying. This piece comes out like that. Actually think now, would that be more part of the hair that would go? Okay, actually, yeah, looking at this, I just realized there's definitely parts of my hair that would actually like go, that would end up like in front of my shoulders. So I kind of need to figure out like, okay, so okay, this is Alright, how do I want to handle this? Maybe it'll be easier if I come from the right side instead of trying to figure out the left. No, actually, yeah. Let's try that. Myself a bit bigger here. I'll get back to that later. So, okay, I can definitely have the most, like, I can have this entire side actually that's like covered in hair. Like, the hair is going to be covered in this, I don't need to worry about it. It definitely seems like my hair doesn't exactly go too far below, like it doesn't end up this far down on my back. It's more kind of up here. So I can like have it. Get one like that. Goes like this. It kind of ends up here. I get that. No, it's be narrower. Might want to move this all up a bit higher, actually. Okay, yeah, that seems better. Okay, but I actually didn't want to go this far back when I was having this part go up. So that was a mistake. Yeah, this is better. Okay, I think that looks good. No, I got an idea. I get something here. Or, wait. Okay, no, I had an idea, but then I didn't really think the idea through. Or maybe I could just kind of like... Okay. Yeah, I think this through. I'm gonna kind of just have it like a small little part poking out here to kind of represent the part that's like in the front. And actually, in that case, yeah, it'll be better to just kind of have it like extend up like that. Although, not, it needs a bit of a, yeah, kind of need to have it curved like that. And then merge like that. Okay, that looks good. That's the idea I'm going for. and kind of smooth them out a bit. Okay, so that's that part done. And not the entire hair, but like my nape and stuff. That part's done. Now to figure out what to do here. I mean, obviously I have a, it kind of continues like this. Not as straight as that though. Needs to curve a bit like that. Yeah, because obviously from this angle that you're looking at, like, the angle, you can't actually see anything on my face. The only thing you can see is my ear. So it goes out like that, but obviously it's going to actually kind of keep going. Although I guess if it's from this angle, you probably can't really see any of the like hair that's dangling in front of my head. So I probably could kind of like have it go like that. Okay. So now I need to just do a bit here. Just got to do this so it like actually looks like it goes behind the ear. Just gotta sharpen that line up a bit. Okay. And this part's okay because like this would actually kind of just like this lock of hair would kind of go over the ear a bit, but this is supposed to be like my hair is tucked behind my ears, so it comes down like that. Because yeah, no matter what with my design, it definitely looks like I have some hair that goes in front of my ear, but most of it is tucked behind. I'm not letting it just like hang over. And I might as well add a few things here so it's not just like... actually, look at it. Yeah, no. There's a few things back here kind of like helps so that my hair, like the back of my head isn't just like flat. I kind of wanted it to go, but not like that. Yeah, something And kind of up at the end. And then another little thing here. Basically something to just, again, show like my hair isn't just flat on the back of my head. Okay. Now let's see how well this actually turns out when I like try and put some hair there. Like I'll try and like put some hair color there. Oh. Yep, refer to all layers. Well, yeah, no, I can't really. Okay, I'll just have to work with that. I can fill in the other parts later, so let's... Oh, obviously. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad so far. Oh, yeah. Okay. Kind of forgot about that section. But, again, easily resolved by pretty much just... Just giving it a little wide berth. Around the ear. Like that. Because I can fill that in pretty easily. And that's good. Now fill in the rest of the hair. Okay, back of the head is looking a lot better now. All right, this is actually looking pretty nice now. All right. I'd say it's a good start. And I think I'll actually really enjoy working with this more. And then also it's like the walls actually kind of think I'm gonna have a bit of fun with like working with the wall. I might actually like want to try and give some texture to the bricks. Yeah, but I think this one's gonna be nice. Alright. Okay, it's 5 p.m., which means, well, I'm gonna be making dinner soon, so gotta end stream for that. Okay. So, my next stream is going to be on Tuesday, as usual, with some more Battle Network. But I am going to be having a bit of a collab with, like I think, Beliza and Bella the Vamp. I've had a collab with Bella before, played Peak with her, and we've raided into her a few times. But yeah, I'll be playing Repo with Bella and Beliza. I'm not going to be streaming that. I just want to, like, I mean, honestly, I just don't want to have to deal with, like, going through all the... Just having to use, like, Chrome for the stream together. I just don't want to have to deal with that, so I'm not going to be streaming my perspective. But, yeah. They're going to have... We're going to be playing Repo, and... Like, if you're following me on Twitter, I did, like, repost Beliza's little post about it, so... Yeah. So, that'll be fun. And yeah, that's pretty much like all I have to say. Okay, let's find someone to raid into right now. So, who is streaming right now? Okay. I think we'll raid into Bunnycomb. Right now, she's streaming the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Alright. Okay, we're starting to raid now. So, for everyone who came in, whether you lurked, whether you chatted, thank you. I always appreciate having you guys here. And especially when I'm starting to experiment with a few new art things. Always nice to have you guys here when I'm like trying to figure that stuff out. Alright. Yeah, already mentioned Repo collab with Bella and Beliza tomorrow. Not gonna be streaming it, but you guys should still tune in. Bella's really fun. Bella's a really fun streamer, and haven't interacted with Beliza yet, but well, I trust she'll be fun to play along with and play Repo with, play with in general. God, that just... Okay, never mind. Not gonna focus on how that sounds weird, but sure, she's a fun streamer as well. And then after that, usual Tuesday stream for Battle Network, and hopefully I'll have some good news to tell you guys about, like, at least on the job front on Tuesday. Hoping for that. Okay. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a wonderful time of it, and I hope I'll see you all again next time. Let's raid. Okay, and for the YouTube side of things, I'll be ending the stream here. See you guys soon, I guess. Bye.